Welcome back to Sportsbook Review Videos. A stacked Tuesday card of NBA action awaits us here tonight, and one of the games I have my eye on is the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Golden State Warriors tonight. The Dubs come in as a 15.5-point favorite, total of 225 points, as they are on their quest for 70 wins. Sportsbooks obviously think they're going to get there here tonight as well, but recently Jay Price wrote a nice article about the Warriors' quest for 73 wins, whether or not that's going to hurt their playoff chances, and more importantly, whether or not it's going to hurt their ATS covering here down the stretch. Of course, he said there, he mentioned a couple of interesting facts. Average margin of victory has dropped to about 8 points per game this season, which is a lot lower than what it was in double figures earlier in the season before the All-Star break. Since the All-Star break, giving up about 107 points per game. But I think what's more important to look at here is not how many points they're giving up, but their defensive rating and some of their advanced defensive statistics. This team is still tied for number one with the San Antonio Spurs in opponent's three-point percentage, tied for second with the Spurs in their opponent's field goal percentage, and third in the league in their opponent's effective field goal percentage. So they're still limiting teams they play to very low shooting percentages, and their defensive rating, which accounts for how fast and pace they play, is still right outside the top five at around 103.4 per 100, so points given up per 100 possessions. So this team is still a good defensive team, and I think tonight they're going to show that in their quest for their 70th win of the season against the Minnesota Timberwolves, team that has really struggled on offense here as of late. 225.5-point totals where I got this one. I think the under is absolutely a very good play in this one. The total has been dropping since it opened from 229 to 225. And if you look at the Warriors, they do tend to play a little bit faster and better on offense at home. The Wolves also not very good defensively this season, regardless of where they play. But this is kind of their Super Bowl. And if they could help limit the Warriors and keep them from that 73 win mark like the Celtics did a few nights ago, could be a very good opportunity here to take the under if the Wolves do tend to bring their defense in this one, especially because if you consider that their offense has been absolutely atrocious over the last three games. They've cashed the under in three straight. Now, two of those games, they failed to reach even 80 points, and all three of them they failed to reach 90. And most recently against the Mavericks, that's a little bit concerning considering the Mavericks are not a good defensive team. The other two, the Jazz and the Clippers, are definitely a good defensive team, though. But against the Warriors, a team that is also a good defensive team despite some of their struggles here recently, I could see them once again holding the Wolves under 90 points, really stifling them early. They want to get this one over with quickly so they can get some rest here in the fourth quarter. In this one, it would not surprise me to see the Wolves fail to get to 90 or even just slightly above 90 points here in this one. Even if the Dubs drop 120, 125 points tonight, that's still going to cash the under for us with a very, very high total of 225 points. Warriors have been absolutely on fire here recently, cashing the under in 8 of their last 11 games. I'm following that trend here, going under 225 and a hook here tonight. Best of luck to you on that one. Make sure you check out my other NBA play tonight on the late game of Sacramento and Portland this evening. That one's over there on the NBA Picks of the Day article and video. But until then, for Sportsbook Review, I'm Jordan Sharp.